Hello world, I'm Mandy Mundo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to take you on a tour of the Veligandu Resort as well as our over-the-water villa, and then also show you what it was like to ride on the seaplane. Hope you enjoy!
Land in the water.
Depending on how far away your resort was from Malé, you would have to take a seaplane or a speedboat. So ours was a little bit too far for a speedboat, so we got to fly on the seaplane. Our pilots did a nice little flyby of the Veligandu Resort before we landed. Hello, welcome, thank you. So we just checked in to the resort here at the Veligandu, and as you can see behind me, that's the actual mainland resort. So we took a tour, saw the restaurants and the bar. That hut right there is one of the bars, so Jeremy's very excited about that. And where we're standing here is the over-the-water villas, which is one of the ones that we got. So I'm gonna go show you what ours looks like. So we got spoiled. We got one of the west-facing villas, which is going to be the sunset view. I didn't book the sunset view, but I guess they upgraded it to us, so I'm very excited. And here we are, number 132. Okay, so when you first walk in, you have the mini bar area. So the water is complimentary. Also some beers and wines. If you want the champagne or the sparkling wine, you have to pay for it, but most of the stuff in the fridge is complimentary. And then there's a coffee maker tea as well. And then as you can see over here, I've already unpacked. So I like to unpack and hang up all my stuff, so I'm ready to go. And in here we have our bathroom. Nice little indoor-outdoor bathroom. Toiletries provided, most of the toiletries provided. And then one of the best parts is our jacuzzi, which will be facing the sunset. So crazy. Just look at that view we'll have tonight when we sit in our jacuzzi tub. And then probably the best part of the villa is the bedroom. So imagine waking up to this in the morning. Doors wide open, breeze coming in. Nice little patio set up for some sunbathing. And then there's steps leading right into the water. And just go snorkeling right off the dock. So as you can see, we can swim and snorkel right off of our dock here. There's usually not a lot of activity. Unfortunately, there's a lot of dead coral right here, but sometimes we get some little visitors. We've seen a shark too, as well as a manta ray. Let's pull out here. That's fun. Dun 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 dun. Right off of our deck. And he's gone. So you've already seen our villa, our over the water villa, but now let's take a tour of the actual resort. So when you arrive, the seaplane will bring you right over there at that dock. And then you go into this hut in the reception area. You fill out a health questionnaire. They give you some juice, a cold towel, and then you're assigned your own island host. So this is the person who's going to help you book your excursions, or if you have any questions during your stay, you can message them on the WhatsApp. And then afterwards, or while you're actually doing that, they're grabbing your bags and they're taking it to your room for you. So I was kind of worried about people with wheelie luggage having to drug it around the sand, but nope, they take care of your luggage for you. And then we walk over down the dock towards reception. So through the hut here we have reception. If you can't get a hold of your island host for whatever reason, you can always go to reception. Over here we have the water sports center, so where you can rent jet skis or do windsurfing or stand-up paddleboarding. And then just behind that hut is the dive center. So if you do any scuba diving, that's where you'd go to sign up. Veligandu has plenty of excursions, so they'll have little boards set up with some descriptions or papers where you can sign up. So this is for the whale shark trip. It's an all-day trip. There's also scuba excursions, sunset cruises, and then snorkeling excursions as well. As you can see from the sign over here to the right, we have the photo shop, the gift shop, and the tailor shop. So I actually bought a piece of clothing from the gift shop, and then the tailor adjusted the size for me, and it was all made in-house too. The tailor had created that dress himself, so he just adjusted the size for me, and it was included in the price. And then just across the way we have the game center. billiards table, foosball, ping pong table. Can't see it right now, it's not lit up, but right now you do have to make a reservation to use the game center, also to use the fitness center as well, because they can't have too many people in there due to their restrictions.
Hello.
This is the Maribaru Restaurant. It's the a la carte restaurant, so the one that you would have to pay for if you were to eat here, but it definitely has a nice view overlooking the water. We'll actually be eating there for the first time tonight for dinner. So you have two different pools, the main pool overlooking the ocean, and then you have a little kiddie pool back here. This is the Tundi bar, so where you can get drinks but also snacks during the day if you're on the all-inclusive package, or you can just buy the snacks. Here we have the main beach on one side of the island. So plenty of cabanas. We've never had issues finding a space, probably because there aren't as many people here. The green towels that you see, the towels are provided. You'll just have to return them at the end of the day, but those are your green pool towels as well as the towels that are in the room. There's the plane. I don't know if you can see it, but he's all the way out there. So I've already done some snorkeling out here. There's a small little reef just over here to the left. You can snorkel around most of the island, except where the plane lands and the dock where we took it first, and then that little lagoon area, but the rest of it you can snorkel. Lots of fishes over there, but unfortunately the rest of it's a lot of dead coral. So if you want to do some really good snorkeling, I recommend doing one of the excursions. Main buffet restaurant, so where we get all of our meals, basically breakfast, lunch, and dinner, unless you wanted to eat at the a la carte restaurant that we saw earlier. As you can see, there's indoor and outdoor seating, but usually during breakfast and lunch it's too hot and sunny to sit outdoors. A lot of times it's full for dinner though, the outdoor seating. So what we did was we got the all-inclusive package, and depending on how much snacks or alcohol you think you need, you may or may not need the all-inclusive package, but I wanted to try it and see, and then I'll tally it up later to see if it was actually worth it. But the meals, having the meals here, I think have been fabulous. If you watch my other food video, you'll see the meals that we've been having. So I think that's all you need really is the buffet restaurant, unless you really wanted to go and try the a la carte restaurant, which we will do this evening. Two entrances to the restaurant, one by the pool and then one on the back side, so depending on where your villa is, this might be a closer walk for you. And then as you can see, they have a hand sanitizer station. Also, when you walk in, they have some masks, so if you forgot to bring yours, which we've forgotten to bring our mask, then they have some disposable surgical masks that they can give you so you walk around the buffet service. Down below you'll notice that it's all sand, so there's no concrete, there's no wooden boardwalk or anything, so might have to think about what kind of shoes you pack. But I've been wearing a lot of no shoes, going barefoot a lot, just because of this and all the swimming. So we just passed the spa. They have massages available as well as yoga sessions, so lots of different options at the spa. And then next, just a few more stops. And another thing about the spa is the cabanas. They have villas over the water, and that's where you go and get your massage. So really cool. So this is important to point out, Villa 201. It's not actually a villa. They've turned it into their COVID testing site. So this is where we have to go before we leave here in a couple of days is to come to Villa 201 to get our COVID test. Not sure if it's always going to be Villa 201, but it's right next to the spa and the fitness center. No one's in the fitness center right now. We can probably go ahead and take a look if it's open. Yeah, let's leave our shoes here. So when you use the fitness center, like I said, you would have to make a reservation. So just talk to your island host about that. And then you'd have to wear a mask when you come in as well. So I've used it a couple times since I've been here, and both times it was just me and 2 other people. They have a max of 4 people allowed, so that's why you have to make a reservation, and they give you an hour-and-a-half slot. I never used the full hour and a half, but it's nice to have that. So it's got a couple of cardio machines, and then a couple of resistance machines, and then they have dumbbells and mats and a medicine ball on the outside. So it's small, but it has a lot of different stuff. The fitness center in case you want to watch the waves as you're running on the treadmill. As you can see, it's only about 10 villas, so it's the more secluded group of villas. So if that's something that you're interested in, is just having less neighbors, then this would be your spot. There's some little cabanas set up. Those are probably going to be for the beach villas. There's a couple of sports activity centers, so you have a little volleyball or badminton court. And then over here you have a soccer field, or what I learned is also called a pitch. There's just one of the beach villas, so they're off to the side like this, so depending on what number you have. And as you can see, nice lush tropical landscaping. They do take care of it a lot. I saw them pruning the bushes the other day. And then they do spray for mosquitoes here. I think it was on Tuesdays and Saturdays they do the spray for mosquitoes. So you're not going to have that problem. You don't need to pack your bug spray. seen a few lizards here too. They're a little too fast for me though to catch them on film yet, but a couple gecko or iguana looking lizards. And our last stop is the Athiri bar. So this bar doesn't have snacks, it's just drinks, but it's a lot less crowded than the other one for sure. The other one does have live music performances every night, but this one is just, you know, been a couple people here at a time that we've seen, never been very crowded, but it is right off of some of the other over-the-water villas. So depending on which villa you're staying in, you might be really close here. That's the tour. Over here we have the other over-the-water villas, the ones that we are staying in. So in length, the island's about 600 meters in length. So if you did a lap around, might be a little bit over a kilometer. So not too shabby. It's official. If you want a relaxing vacation, the Maldives is the place to be. Especially now. It's April 2021. Still a lot people aren't traveling, so our resort isn't very packed at all. There's nice little spots like this, a hammock that nobody else is using right here next to the bar, which is in turn next to the ocean, and then a swimming beach. The Maldives is expensive though. Fortunately, you can find a lot of good deals right now. So I booked this on booking.com, and because I've used booking.com before, I get the Genius discount. So it was a lot cheaper actually than the website itself. I think by like $700 or something. So search around. The flights to get here are going to be expensive though, because you have to pay for the flight, and then you also have to pay for the seaplane or the speedboat ride, depending on how far away your island is. So the flights are going to be expensive, but you can definitely find some good deals as far as the lodging once you do get here. So again, a great relaxing vacation if you don't want to have to worry about things like museums or restaurant reservations. It is just very nice.